and welcome to our live stream today. We've got something a little bit different planned for you, and hope you like it. My name is Dan. I'm with Avid Novus. We'd like to, first of all, give a big shout out to a friend of ours. His name is Ethan, and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Ethan. We've also been lately making a lot of good friends. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody, and thank you so much for your support and watching. Today what we're going to do is we are, of course, going to be drawing a map with Artrage, but before we do that, we're going to look at some new software that's come under, kind of gained our attention. We want to check it out, maybe pass that information on to you, and have a look at that and kind of see what it does, how it works, and our first impressions. Again, these are first impressions. We technically kind of don't know how to use the software. However, we want to go ahead and present it to you. Now, two of these pieces of software, we've gone ahead and contacted the manufacturers before we did this, just to make sure it's okay. We've obtained the necessary rights, and we've also obtained the necessary licenses to show these on stream. So let's go ahead and let's just dive into that really quick. The first piece of software we're going to be looking at it's web-based. And it's this one right here. It is Inkarnat. It allows you to make your own maps. It is all browser based. And let's go ahead. I'm just gonna pull this over here and log in really quick. Oops. Come on. Don't be shy. And what it does is we have the pro version, and I believe this is, yeah, when you log into it, this is what you get. So create, copy, delete, notes. Guess if we have any notes, that's where they go. Let's see, account information. Yeah, account information. So let's go ahead and create. We have two different styles. We have a Pro, which is high definition, which is 2 times bigger than the standard definition. So let's go ahead and create a Pro one. Okay, cool. Starts out with a little land. Let's see what we have here. Sculpt Tool, Brush Tool, Object Tool, Pattern Tool, Text Tool. There's our notes. Grid. Opacity. Let's guess we just, oh, that's cool. I like that. Square opacity. All right. Very cool. Very cool. So we got some options there. So this is our zoom in. Woo! Woo! A little bit of pixelation there. That's interesting. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Settings. Okay. Let's go ahead and okay, cool. Let's just say it. Let's see if that took. Yep, did. Save and export. What can we export this to? Oh, boom, just right there, JPEG. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go to the Sculpt Tool, mode add, subtract, circle, block, hex, size 64, brush, texture, alright, circle, block, hex. Okay. I believe. Okay, that's our land right there. Can't undo. That's cool. Let's go ahead and just make something really quick. So we'll go to add. Maybe we'll just drop this down to something smaller. See if I can use. Oh, no stylus on this. That's fine. That's fine. Again, the Pro version with the commercial license is just $5 a month. And it is, you can download the maps, sell them, do anything you want with them. I'm just gonna kind of just throw something together really quick here. Start with the outline first, size 17. just going to say that out loud, so if I want to reproduce this, I can go in at a later date. I don't know, maybe let's do something. Maybe we'll just come over here and make that a big old. Come down here with a peninsula. There we go. And use my lens right here. A little blocky. Let's see how. Let's check our detail out. That's kind of fun. Okay. So maybe we'll just put a little more detail in these. Welcome to the channel. We are broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and everything else in between. We will be putting this recording up on Facebook. You can also find it on our Facebook channel and our YouTube channel on high definition on YouTube. Okay, we kind of have a fun little thing going there. So let's go ahead and we're going to up our, up our size. So far I like this. It's kind of a quick learn. Now I have worked with other, it seems like other similar products, like Fantasy, what is that called? Campaign Cartographer. I think this is very similar with what I saw. Just adding mass, adding a backing. Probably could zoom in, but maybe do some more detail work. But let's have a look. I think this is a vector-based program. I'm not 100% sure, but if I was a betting man, that would be the. Okay, then be right here. Okay, and then go up here and we'll reduce. Can I zoom out? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Again, web base. Okay, I want to see something. Let's save this. Kind of cool little effect. Oh, it's the dice polygons. Okay. Okay, just back and forth. Edit, copy, delete, create. Okay, cool. You can copy it. Here it comes, hopefully. Comes back. Please come back. Okay, not bad. I'm running kind of a beefy upload here, though. It's about 256K. Okay, let's go ahead and look at what we got here. Place. A little tower and stuff. Can I choose? Objects. Whoa, wow. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Let's go landform before objects, but that's good to know that they're there. Let's see, landform, place, select, okay. Place. Okay. So we got mountains, snowy mountains, rocky mountains, hills, barrens. Ooh, floating islands. That's fun. All kinds of excited on that. Let's add some of those. That sounds cool. Okay, let's. Ooh, okay. That's size, scale, pattern. Okay. Can I move this? Oh, it is. It is. Okay, it is vector, just like. Okay, so basically what it does, it lays a vector image. I'm just going to delete these. Let's do mountains first. Before we add any really cool things, we're going to start place, pattern. Yeah, I have used software like this before, but this is my first time using this. So let's go ahead and scale. I wish I could see the preview of, no, Control Z. Let's get a good... let's go smaller than that. Maybe 18. It's not bad. Okay. Wish I could get a... First thing out of the box, I wish I could get a preview of the landforms. What this uses is like, it appears to be like little sprites on a vectorwork file. And those sprites, as you place them, they actually animate. Let's see, let's just have some mountains come. Yeah. Can we zoom in on that? Okay, just zoom in with the web. That's kind of cool. Ooh, I like the feel of that. It's a little awkward, but okay, what if we select these? Okay, cool. Gives you a lot of control. Automatically places stuff. If I were to put something up here... Okay, it's smart. It knows the distance of where I'm placing stuff. Cool. Sometimes, like with other programs, you have to take the item and move it forward or back in the image. It looks like this is relatively smarter. Just make some more land here. Okay. I wonder how easy it is to edit all that out. Oh, really easy. Okay. So just select and delete if you need to. Don't think you can move it, but at the same time, I don't think that's the point of this. Let's get rid of these two. Okay, this is working, this is working. We're not going to spend too much time on this. Just get kind of a... Oh, what? Go back to our mountains. I will come back a little later and we will actually do a full tutorial on this. It remembers the size of the mountains, remembers the size of our sprites that we used. We'll come back to this and I'll do a full tutorial on making a map from start to finish. I think this program warrants it. And it's only $5 for a commercial version. If you just want to make a map for a campaign, it seems pretty cool. Let's see, what type of brush? Oh, this is my land and textures. Okay. Biome. Let's say softness. Okay, softness 1 is probably the highest. So let's go ahead and maybe up here's the snowy area. Little feather effect. That's kind of good. I like that. A little abrupt, but I'm not going to complain that much. Maybe we have some cool stuff there. Maybe it's a little warmer. No, that's more deserty, isn't it? Wonder if you can add... It says it's a political. I'm not too sure what that means. Maybe it's like a border or something. Yeah. Okay, biomes. And let's say we go into kind of a... Okay. And yeah, this is really fast. I'm just throwing this together. So we have temperate biome down here. Boom, boom, boom. It's fast, I'll give it that. It's fast. Easy to work with, I like that a lot. Especially if you are just... Do we have like a... Okay, that's our default. Zoom out here so I don't have to scroll. Yay, deserts. Okay, that's pretty good. Not bad. Let's go ahead and object tools. Let's see what other stuff we can put in here. Patterns first. Always patterns first, apparently. Hills. Do I have hills? Hills barren. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, little hills. Woo! coming off the mountain. We'll break up that ground area. Probably should make these a little smaller. We'll do a bunch of hills down here. Okay, not bad. Can I... Oh, that's a little bit of a problem. That's okay, though. That's okay. It's like we just got to remember that the ocean can have... That's kind of good and bad. Just got to make sure that there's no overlap. So we try to break this. Okay, interesting. Let's see what else we got. Place. How do I do rivers? Maybe like this. Subtract. That gives me... Oof, don't want to make that a lot smaller. Okay. That's interesting. Let's throw some rivers up there. Maybe one right here. Temperate zone. God, I'm just tearing up through this. Not bad. Pretty sure you could go in and let's stylize this a little. Let's add some. Let's go back to our paintbrush. Biome thing here. Maybe near these rivers. We'll just go. Yeah, can't step back. Don't like that. Kind of not forgiving. That's okay, though. That's okay. Merle, how are you? We're right now looking at software, just seeing... There's some stuff that caught my eye. Just kind of playing around with it, seeing what I can do. This is Incarnate. It's a web-based map-making software. It's interesting. It's vector-based. Let's see. Maybe trees now? Ooh, yeah, cool. Ooh, I like that. Wish I could adjust the flow rate, because I'd really like to be able to do a lot of trees at once. Interesting stagger on everything there. Again, I'm just throwing this down. A little more here, a little more there, up there. Coming down here. Okay. It's not looking too bad. Let's add a couple more things and we'll move on to the next. There's two programs I want to check out, kind of similar. Text. Can I move this? Ooh. Okay, I only have 4 choices for font. Shadow. Okay, cool. That works. Oh, I can move this. Cool. And let's get some. Okay, you got a bunch of. Ooh. Hills and vales. Yeah, these aren't. Are these sprites? No, you have to actually place those. That's cool. Little rose compass. I like the rose compasses. Let's make this kind of bigger. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. It's the active element. Yeah, I'll just put that, I don't know, right there for now. Let's check out some other objects. Let's go ahead and... Little city. But Shadow City there. Okay. Maybe City there, maybe City. Again, not being too fast with this, just throwing stuff down. Okay. Well, little map, very quick. Got some options. First impression, it's a little simple. Don't like it that I have to, can't step back. We'll save that and then we'll download it. Don't like that I have to, there's no control Z. You can't step back for mistakes. That you actually have to, it creates more work for you to go in and fix something that you messed up. It's more processes, more strokes, more fun stuff. Initial appraisal for $5 a month for a pro commercial license to create something that fast, totally worth it. Check it out. Incarnate, map making software. I like it. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one I'm very interested in. This is in open beta. It just came out. Someone in chat last week mentioned this, and I was like, okay, cool. And I checked this out, and I was actually pretty impressed with what I saw. Again, we got the professional license, and this is my first time looking at it. I hear it's very similar to pro campaign cartography. Let's go ahead and get into this. Oh, it's Corgi. Okay, so new, open save, export. So we got a new here. I can link him. Cool. Wonder how big we can get. Pretty big. Okay. Let's just go 1080 for this demonstration. Easter Black Friday feudal paper pastel worn. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, let's go ahead and start the sucker. Okay, very fast. This is app-based. Water level, water texture, black and white. Oh, that's my water. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Paper, worn. Let's go back to this feudal. Coastal landmass. Color. Okay, let's look like we got brushes. Raised landmass tool, lower landmass, ground brush. River tool. What's this? Landmass wizard. Uniform. Continent. Archipelago. World. Oh, does this generate stuff? Oh, it sure does. Ooh. That's cool. Get rid of that. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Continent. Archipelago. Addle, can you... World, very cool. Can I get rid of stuff? Wait a second. Where was the ocean? Brushes. Oh, that's cool. Okay, you could generate your own stuff. Hold on, see. I wonder. Oh, that is nice. Okay, very cool. You can actually make your own. Okay, a little channel there. So you can really customize stuff there. Fresh watercolor. I'm actually really enjoying this. Okay, let's make a new one. Dang, that's fast. Let's go to our water texture paper feudal landmass brush. Oh, that's cute. Kind of similar from before. Let's gotta do something similar. Hold on, let me check something here. Oh, stylus approved. Yes. Okay, that is a giant win for me. This is about 20 bucks. But that is a huge win. So let's make some crackly things here. We'll go in and refine the pattern once we get this done. How big can I get this? Okay, cool texture thing going on. Now, full disclosure, I went online to see what kind of assets this had, and I did add some custom assets to see what the community was like. The community for the previous program, they share a lot of their stuff, but it's a little, you know, it's web-based. The one here had some free stuff that I installed. Just followed their little tutorial. Haven't played with them yet. Size. Cool. What's this? Okay, little brush eraser. What's the difference of this? Okay. Wait, worn. Oh. Excellent. What's this? Brush size. Roughness. Oh, that is even cooler. So you're actually right. Oh, you can. Oh, I like that. Okay. First impressions of this. Now, we're not comparing. We are just first impressions of this. I like. Really easier. It's not web-based. I'm going to put a little bit of pressure there. Maybe if I up the brush size a little. Yeah, that's a little better. So turn down the roughness there. Okay. So I can definitely do a mix of things. Well, that makes islands fun. Okay, cool. Okay, hold on. Let's see what this lower does. Up, lower, probably exact. Oh, that just chips away at stuff. Like that. Let's the brush size a little bit more under control there. Is this how you make? Is this how we make rivers? The better paint symbols, labels, overlay, paths. I hope that's not how we make rivers. Okay, let's sea level. Kind of digging stuff in between. Okay, cool. Regular blend, uniform blend. Ooh. Okay, I like that a lot. What's this? Water appearance? Oh my. It's like banners from Diablo. I like that. What's this? Color. Oh, sweet. Can I do multiple ones? That just made this all kinds of crazy happy for me. Oh, and I can edit it too. Maybe we have a coastal there. Okay, very cool. Let's see what else we got. Paths. Okay, little roads and borders and stuff like that. Rough wetness, cool. Symbols. These force are somebody I installed. Don't know if I'll have a look at them. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Not a huge selection here. Our previous program had a lot of selections. Trees, mountains, seas, labial overlay, trace image. Cool. And river tool. Oh. Okay, that's pretty cool. So it kind of works like... Oh, Control Z, that's a win. That's a win. Oop. Okay, cool. Let's put some mounds in this. Let's see. Symbols. That's fun. That's a nice little sprite tool. I like that. A little more sprite tool. Rocky Mountains. Cool. Symbol scale. Placement rate. Collision scale. What's collision scale do? Okay. Higher. There we go. Okay, let's just bob something out here. Yep, it's smart like the other one. It knows what to place where. Very loose feel to this. That makes it very much more natural. Can I color? Climate? I wonder if it'll let me color some climate. Okay, well, again, you can draw mountains in the ocean if you want. Trees. These are cute. Okay. Oh, sweet. I zoom in and I don't have to. Scale, placement rate, a lot. Some scale. Okay, yeah, I like that. Let's actually turn down the scale of that. I love the Control Z. Whoever did that, thank you. So we're going to throw some. I'll make it just a giant forest. Oh, very cool. It's not overlapping the mountains where it shouldn't. Let's get in there. Okay, good, good, good. Like that. Very smart. If I hold down Alt, apparently it lets me increase the size. If I put it in different, yeah, different styles, no bueno. Maybe we have the, like that, it matches, right? Oh wow, I didn't even notice that zoomed in, so let's, put a big old alpine forest up here. I like that a lot. That feels good. All right, cool. Can I... overlays. I'm wondering how to get some mountains, forests. Go ahead and throw some villages in here. A monastery here or there. Is there any way I can move the canvas with my stylus? Holding down Alt Control. No, it doesn't feel. Oh, wow, hold on. Okay, holding down that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Update. I want to be able to, I'm not too sure about the navigation because it seems like it's a little bit, okay, it's Photoshop controls. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We'll throw some other stuff in here. Maybe, okay, you have to set size first. Kind of like that. Cool. So you just remember the size. This is custom colors. Okay, it changes some of the colors of the white ones. Oh, does it do more? There's down pop C's. Cool. There's some lunar collision stuff. Very cool. Maybe we'll just put some like little boats or something in there. Yay. Okay. I don't think there's a way to color the ground, which is kind of disappointing. Paths. Let's check these out. Okay. Cool. It's almost easier to do the paths with a mouse. Okay. Island of Doom. Okay, cool. Cool. That one is... the controls are a lot easier. I would like to see a way that we can... Ooh. What is this? What is this? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Paper. I kind of like that. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. You know, just something we threw together in like maps, a couple hours. Let's go ahead and we're gonna see if can we export this as a height map. Hello. We will have that look. We will look at that a little later. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you can really change stuff up here. This is pretty cool. I like this. I like this a lot. I think this product's good. We'll get to this, but first impressions, very powerful, very easy to use. I'm not, a little dither there. I don't know exactly what that is. I like the fact you get a very strong image right off the bat. But let's go ahead and let's go into, I promised you guys a quick tutorial, so let's go ahead and bust one out really quick. Going into Artrage. Let me show you what we can do with this. Let's go with our print size. We're going to go with width. Let's just do something small today. Let's go 11 inches, 8.5 at 450 dpi. Yep, that's a resolution. Eat your heart out, 40K. First layer, we're going to go with the blue. Thoughts on those? That is a good question. I like the fact that there's products coming out that that's really fast and easy to use. Something like this, it's taken me a couple years to invent a technique and a way to use this. No, don't want that, want that. And, you know, I have my own way of doing stuff. I have my own, you know, just my own nuances when it comes to my maps. Of course, this makes my maps unique and makes my style very much my own. Which is good. It does take time, but definitely unique. What we're going to do now, we're just going to do the side of a continent here, and I'm just going to throw this together as fast as I can. I'd like to thank YouTube for providing music today. This is the YouTube free library. Music for commercial, personal, family, friends, use, pretty much anything you want. I don't like those two. Let's Control Z them out of there. Let's get our drop bucket. Boom, 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 boom. No anti-alias. We'll go ahead and fill these in really quick. The first product, I liked how you could color the ground. I really enjoyed that. Second product, I liked the height map, how you could raise and lower stuff. I didn't like the fact that you couldn't color the ground if we're comparing the two. Well, the things I liked, things I didn't. Let's go that way, because I don't think it's fair to compare two products if I haven't used them totally. I will do a review because, you know, why not? Oh, that was painful. Let us not do that again. I'm so sorry, everybody. There, we'll just do that. I think that the first product that, what was that called again? Yeah, this one here. I like the look of it. I like the different textures. I like the brush. It's just a little on the hard. I don't like that you have to go in and select stuff or change the shape and diameter of stuff after you've put it down. Which is kind of, I don't know, kind of annoying. But that's fine. The second one, this guy here, I like the look. I like the feel of it. The fact that I can make a height elevation. I'm not going to spoil anything, but that's very intriguing here. Next couple weeks. We definitely do a lot of 3D printing, so we're gonna have a little bit of an adventure with that. Vector-based programs like Pro Fantasy or the ones in Inkarnate. It's a really good idea. It has a tendency to be a little bulky to use, but of course you can scale it up since it's pretty much a vector file to anything you want. The disadvantages of working with vectors like that is they're kind of a mess, and if you're not careful, it becomes kind of a slog fest of controlling assets. But I did like how you could color ground, and you could really get in there and edit to some textures and edit what the ground looked like and how it moved. I think that'd be really fun to do. We're back here. And I don't know. It's still intriguing. I need to really play around with both of them because the programs both have a really good. The philosophy behind them is exciting that anybody can make their own maps, and I really like how Wonderdraft. I like how Wonderdraft it's all customizable. You can choose the landform. I wonder if you can import assets into that. Oh, I'd have some fun with that. But we'll see. I really want to get in there and play with it quite a bit and see exactly what that thing can do. Let's go a little bit bigger with these mountains. But time will tell. We'll probably put up a review. Maybe I'll just spend some time with it and play. We did just release oh, that reminds me, shameless plug. We just released some more maps on Drive-Thru-RPG. They're just little adventure maps. They're designed for anybody to print out. 5 different styles: hex-based, grid-based, clear, old-timey, and a stylized style. Styling the stylized, right? Yeah, grab them, do something with them. They're only $3. You get everything in PDF. Resolution's ridiculously high. Again, 8.5 by 11 at 400 DPI. You can scale that up to, let's see, 11 times 4, 44 inches. So bigger than poster size to keep that 100 DPI from print, if you so felt like it. And they're created with the same style. So shameless plug there. There's 3 of them. Enjoy. And again, we're just busting through this map rather quickly. But it's going to be interesting. I think these little tutorials of kind of how I'm doing this and the difference between them is, I like that. I like finding stuff that everybody can use. Alright. Just going to bust through these mountains really quick. Then add some more texture. Again, with Artrage, it adds... I really like programs that you can control the actual elevation of the paint you're putting down in real time. That's what I'm kind of doing right here. Now, let's see. 250. Oh, wait. We want easy dirt at 250. Let's get decent sized glitter. We'll start in the mountains and just run this over that really quick. Just gonna use my mouse, constant pressure. Like the lighting, the web-based had lots of different sprites. I really like that. I think it's been out. I think it was released 2017. So it's been out, I think, a year longer than the other one. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. A little bigger there. What I'm doing right now on this map, I'm just adding mass everywhere. We'll come back and color everything, but I'm just adding... Artrage lets you put... It simulates the painting of actual materials like oil paints. In this case, I'm putting glitter on top of a gigantic mass of an oil tube. And what that's doing is it's allowing me to build up levels that we can go in and sculpt, actually physically sculpt with our little doohickeys. Now that we got that, we're going to go in and blur. We'll get this done real quick. Also, if you guys find any type of program you want reviewed, let us know. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and block these out a little bit better. We'll add another layer of mountains to these so they look a little more like mountains. So let's do something first. I want to try something different with this. I'm going to sculpt these mountains first using our, where is it? Our Hush Cast brush. I'm going to go to 250. That's fine. I'm going to use my mouse. Actually, let's go a little bit bigger. We're going to definitely change it up today. I'm just going to go around these mountains. Hold down the mouse. That's kind of fun. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Now, we'll go back in and define these a little bit better once we get the rivers in. Okay. But it's always good. Again, this is not how I usually, this is kind of a new technique I'm just coming up with right now. What I'm doing is I built these masks. Usually I'll go in and very gently pick these out, but I'm cutting the mountains first. I'm seeming to getting a very cool reaction from all the paint being moved around in that dither. I'm a little worried that this map's texture is gonna be very spiky, but we'll have a look at that when we get to it, I guess. Okay, got our mountains there. Let's come back down here, hit these. Yes, I live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, US. We usually go for an hour and a half or an hour. In this case, it'll probably be an hour, 15 minutes or so. Just quick. We usually just spend one time. This is the first time we've actually done the product, first impressions. To sum up first impressions about those two products, I like. One's kind of hard to work with, but I think we can get around those. We can get around some of those difficulties with the interface by being just familiar with it. Okay. All right, let's do some rivers and stuff. We're going to go with our same technique we developed. We're going to go to new layer. Going to grab our yield. I made a preset brush. This is my river brush, guys. These are all my settings for it. Opacity 100%, pressure 50, not a square head, aspect ratio at 100, no smoothing, taper length at 98, taper bias at 0, and of course, let's try anti-alias on. Going to change these kind of to color so they show up quite well. Going to start at the oceans and move up into the mountain areas or the high areas. So that taper's kind of annoying me right now, so let's go ahead and drop that down a little. Yeah, it's a little big now. Can't make up my mind. Jeez, Dan. Just going to kind of follow some of the patterns of the mountain. Usually we spend a lot of time on the layers underneath this. But I think we're actually creating a layer of rivers and mountains first. Kind of interesting where this goes. I do get, it's not as fluid as our other maps, but I think we can adapt to that. Then we'll go back and color the crap out of everything. We have a twisting thing here. Yay! Twisty thing here. And again, I'm just this quick. The program I'm using is called Artrage 5. I believe it's on sale now. Don't quote me on that. I've been using it for this little technique that I'm doing. Oh, goodness. Blah. Been using it for a while now. Okay, maybe let's get some more rivers in here. Just because. This technique that I'm using, we use this technique on, well, not this specific technique. We use kind of a little more detailed technique on the adventure packs we have up right now on Drive-Thru RPG. They're all the maps we've done on our Map in an Hour or tutorial series. These maps here are, well, our big maps we spend about 3 weeks on. And those are gigantic. Yeah, that's about the size difference, more or less. Okay, we've got some rivers. Let's go ahead and now cut these out. We're going to make sure this is unlocked. We're going to select the transparent pixels in this layer. We're going to hit, I will show you the shortcut, edit. We go to invert selection, Control-Shift-I, so it selects everything there. Go to our previous layer, unlock the transparency, hit delete once, hide the layer we just did, Control-D to clear out that selection. Instant rivers. Yay! Next we're going to take our texture brush. We're going to go with a Heart Wet blender on this. Bring it up to about 90. And we're just going to follow. Oh, forgot to lock transparency. I'm just going to follow these rivers up. Oh, I love Command and Conquer. Can you import... Good to see you, Murgle, by the way. Thanks for all the tweets on Twitch. Can you import stuff to Command and Conquer? Because I know I've seen some mods with Warhammer Total War that you can. And I'm kind of itching to throw one in there. Also, I think you requested Command and Conquer map. Maybe we'll do that. Might do that next week. Okay. Now we're back in. We're just stripping away at the paint under here. Creating texture. Just zipping along. We'll go into color everything. Okay, got those rivers. Oh, that'd be cool. Ooh, I gotta go look at that. I wonder if they probably don't have any information on the new Warcraft 3. But I would love to see. Let's have a look here. Okay, let's go back to our Harsh Chaos. We're going to do the coast now at, let's bump this up to 300. Going to come in with our mouse and we're just going to click on the coast like this. And it's going to create this really cool, the difference between highlands. I'm going to bring this up some of the rivers just a touch. There we go. A little variance. Yeah, but if they let you import your own map and populate it, yeah. There we go. Love to see that. That is a good question. Question from our YouTube channel. We would love to Artrage exports in pretty much anything. The key is getting it into a program. Because I'm hyped about the Orc Gladiator. Question is, I hope they do a Warcraft 3 remap maker because I'm hyped about the Orc Gladiator and the Winter Malls that people are going to make. Yeah! That is going to be cool. I am very hyped about that. If you can get your any type of art project into like Photoshop or as a PNG, you're gold. And Artrage does both of those. Some others don't, especially some free ones. You have to do a little dance between programs. But you know, you get what you pay for. Yeah, maybe I should do a series on importing maps into game files. That would be awesome. Our production manager, his name's Andrew. He's an expert at stuff like that. All right, so not bad. We've got a little map done. Let's go ahead and color this up a little bit more. Let's do the top of the mountains first. We'll just go with bone white. How do you feel about a lake in this map? Okay, let's do lake. Let's go ahead and unlock this layer. We'll get a eraser in there. Big lake energy. All right. So let's go ahead and we're just going to use our eraser. Let's bump that up. We're going to get rid of the softness there. No soft lakes. We'll come back and smooth this out though. We're just going to follow the flooding of some lakes here. Going to do it on these rivers. There we go. Maybe some down here. Oh, let's see. We're going to have a giant lake right here. This one's going to be a big lake. This one's for you, man. There we go. Now, since there's a little bit of softness on this eraser with Artrage, it's creating this kind of nice little bevel. Not really natural looking, so we'll go in there and we'll redefine it. How's that with those lakes? We okay with that? You know what? Oh yeah, let's make a little isthmus there, and there we go. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and lock that layer. Grab a Z old brush, cut into that, carve it out a little bit. Kind of this highland, very deep, like Scottish lakes or something. Haha! Alright, let's go ahead and start painting really quick. We're going to just take the colors off this map and combine them. Let's start with this kind of dark. Let's go something a little brighter. I lied. Airbrush. Again, we're going to, on our airbrush, we're going to be very gentle. We're just going to stay in these highland areas and kind of pull the color from the coast up. Just kind of create a little gradient. Same technique if you've ever worked with an airbrush. Start your color in the light, go up to the dark. There will be someone in the comments that'll be like, no, that's not how you do an airbrush. You do on a 40-foot piece of stage. Alright. There we go. We'll just hit this highland areas. Come up here, same thing. Circles to fill. Just pulling it up to textures. Alright. Next we'll go with, around these areas, you can see all this like strata that we've created with this technique. We're just going to go in and just highlight the mountaintops just real slightly. Nothing big. And actually, let's add some metallic into this brush, a little more than it's already in there. There we go. That way it's really pulling out those mountains. Looks like this kind of a red rock. Familiar with Warhammer. I mean, excuse me, with World of Warcraft. Durotar looking place. Softer mountains. Give this a couple, couple thousand years and you got a desert here. Maybe this whole area is a desert up here. Let's just do that. All I'm doing is just very carefully, very lightly running my stylus. There. See, desert. Ta-da! Over stuff. Let's go in here and now let's apply our... bump the size of this. The pixel size on Artrage is a little bit different. It's based on the percentile of your DPI. So if I have a DPI of 450, if my brush size is 100%, it's 450 DPI. Just get some mountains. I'm just following the crags and stuff of these mountains kind of quickly. I'll be honest, I'm not. I'm just kind of busting this out, just having a fun time. Looking for the dark spots and running my brush, kind of creating a line, crest of a mountain. Maybe break it up into some mountains. There we go. Doing more. Up here. Boom, 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 boom. Just kind of some rough strata. A couple months, once we get it down, we got something pretty special to show you guys. Has to do with height map. Has to do with some, I shouldn't say 3D printing, but it does. But in a way you've never seen before. We're also going to do some monster tutorials, making stuff in ZBrush, creating your own miniatures. Uh-oh. One second, I've lost my phone. There we go, and I'm back at it. That's the alarm to get my daughter from school. My son's already out to do that. If that wasn't, it's little Led Zeppelin, and I don't want to be playing copyrighted music. It's not fair to the artists or for me for getting it flagged and taken down, so no bueno. Back there, and again, see, little highlights, little lowlights, stuff like that. Gonna finish. And again, just busting stuff out. Yeah, don't mess with the copyright music. Good freaking grief. You also need to check if you're getting, like, the music we're listening to is from YouTube's free library. You need to pay attention and keep up on the license there, because at times artists that contribute, good for them and well done, they will change it into licensed music. A couple weeks ago, we'd been using some music in a playlist that would, for months, and it got flagged, and we're like, what the heck? So we had to redo stuff. So just keep that in mind. Respect the people's creations. All right. Top of mountains, quick stuff. We're gonna let's go ahead and blend these. These rivers are kind of bugging me, I'll be honest. It depends on who's playing the overture and if it's rearranged with classical music. If that helps. If it's open to the public or if there's any copyright associated with it and they've filed, don't ask me how well, I'll tell you how I know this. It is, if it's arranged a certain way and they've actually filed for the arrangement. It just depends on who's doing it and if it's a symphony, if it's a for-profit symphony or anything like that. The actual music itself is definitely not. However, the performance of said music is. How do I know this? I worked in theater and the entertainment business doing concerts and crap like that for 20 years. And that is a constant fight that we've had to have. Well, I don't know. I'd like to see the can part. Oh, that's my favorite. I know there's some people that say, oh, it's juvenile, but nah, man. Let's blow some crap up. Okay, just blending. Let's go ahead and finish this map up. We're just going to add some color. Yeah, no, the cannons are bad. Well, not bad, but, you know, bad A in a good way. I love that. Imagine the poor suckers that were, you know, in the original concert. They're out there, you know, just, oh, this is so nice. Which it is. You know, really exciting. That day and age, it was the big rock concert, and then all of a sudden these cannons just start going off. Doosh, doosh. 110 decibels. Just shakes your, you know, just hits you right in the gut. God, it still gets me. I saw that at a park once. I've actually worked a couple shows that they did that. Yeah. I can see you're a music connoisseur yourself. I'm just adding color, white to kind of a darker blue. Now I'm just going to go in with the blending tool we use for this. We use the Artrage heavy hard wet blender at 500. I don't know if there's a giant mallet, but if there is, it would be absolutely awesome. Okay, I'm pulling with this brush, I'm pulling from the dark into the, maybe it's Fleur de Lis. You know what, I will check and I will post that on Twitter. Do me a favor and find out the same, because now I'm intrigued. Now I'm very intrigued. See, we got our ocean texture. Yay! We might put this on the website so it's free to use, so anybody that wants to grab it, publish it, make money off of it is free. In tribute. Okay, we got our map done. That took us about, I don't know, 20 minutes. And again, we've reviewed this guy. You can see the difference. You can see the strengths. This guy, and this is the one we just did. So, I will check on that Murgle. I am very, very interested on that. Mallet. Okay. Very cool. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, stalk, plead for mercy. Let me know in comments if you'd like to see anything. Again, with our maps, we love jumping through the hoops. We're your own little map monkeys. We'd like to thank Murgle for his awesome lakes. And we will definitely look forward to seeing you next time. We're on Friday, 1 p.m. at Pacific time. Check us out at avantnovas.com/maps. Buy our maps, support us, shameless plugs, and all that. Thanks for coming by, and have a great day.